Oh no, my link didn't.
Hey, get out of there, dog.
All right, so last time not a lot happened, but you had a meeting, I believe, with Giles Silvermane at Trollskull Manor when you woke up that morning, and he arranged for you to have some expediency in your search by allowing you to ride a griffin and south off, and he actually flew a grid, and didn't take him long to find a house in the North Ward that up with the Nibblewright detector. So he came back and relayed that to y'all, and y'all kind of went straight there. And after taking only one hostage on the street, you were able to get into the house, and you found a bloodbath, dead servants, dead Zentarum, and dead house guard for this house that you are in. I think you fought a couple Zentarum downstairs. You made it upstairs. The battle was ongoing upstairs between house guard and Zentarum. And you proceeded to kill the Zentarum that were present. And after you did, you briefly met a large half-orc who stepped out and I think basically told you to leave. And then John Gerard, I believe, mentioned something about the Lord Alliance, and as soon as he did, the half-orc turned to the remaining house guard and told them to kill you and close the door and locked it. Then y'all ended up wiping out the house guard, and so we'll kind of pick up right there, right after battle, right after your second battle. You're in that hallway still. You have a locked door in front of you, where you just saw the large half-orc step back into before he told his house guard to kill you. And I don't remember who. Someone had identified a noise coming from a different room just to the south of
That
y'all.
was John Ford.
And I don't think you had anything else other than identified a noise from there. Yeah, I guess that's really about it. I will here, just for funness, the large half-orc that you saw, he has a cleft lip, and other than the fact that he is just as big, if not bigger, than your new friend Sal, he was well dressed, and at first was not necessarily violent, but forceful with the party when he told y'all to leave, before changing his mind after hearing that you may or may not work for the Lord's Alliance.
I didn't say it. Just
Yeah, that was it.
It's just to get the Sesame notion correct. Yeah, he took off, didn't he? And then we had to
Well, no, remember there was a group of house guard kind of right where Sal is standing. They were protecting that doorway, and that's the doorway that he stepped back into, and you heard the door lock behind him as he stepped back in the room.
Yeah. I remember.
And you do hear from this direction a banging noise intermittently. Now that the battle has ceased, you definitely all hear it.
Well, hey, John, what exactly did you say?
What was that?
What exactly did you say that set him off?
I just mentioned that we were here with the Lord's Alliance on behalf of the Lord's, or conducting business of the Lord's Alliance.
I think he misunderstood you. I think he meant to say we were here looking for the Lord's Alliance.
Either way, I think he was not fond of the Lord's Alliance.
Yeah.
I think this noble house might be, as we say, dirty.
Can we?
Yeah.
Do we want to continue our mantra of being with the Lord's Alliance, or are we gonna flip and try to get some information, or do you want to just see what they're about?
All
right. The door's locked. Sal?
Oh yeah, that door's locked.
I
Sal
think so.
kind of tries to lock and turns and shrugs.
Yeah, I think Sal definitely wanted to have words with that dude that issued the kill on us.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do about the noise behind this door, though?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. I mean, do we just knock and ask if we can have a conversation?
Which door are you talking about?
Oh, you're talking about the one to the south of us.
Yeah, I was talking about the one with the footprints coming here towards
I was
us.
still thinking about the one in front of Sal. But yeah, you're right. There was footsteps coming.
Can I just crack the door and peek through to see if I can see down the other hallway?
Which door? South door?
Yeah. Can I
Yeah,
just
you
like
open
crack to see if
You
I
kind of
see anything?
open it a little bit, and you see what looks like a bathroom. There's like a tub and a curtain, and
I don't see any people though.
when you open, not if you're just cracking the door.
Okay. I'm like I don't see anybody in the room. Just with a quick peek. I'll shut the door back, by the way.
Are you
Actually, I
doing
wanna
that
grab-
stealthily?
Yeah, sure, we'll say that.
All right, give me a
was gonna
stealth check. Or a sleight of hand, I guess, since you're
sleight
physically
of hand?
moving something.
Nat 20.
Was it really?
Yeah. All right, I want to
All
can I
right,
drag
you're-
the body in front of the door?
Well, since you have opened it, it opens away from you, but sure.
Okay, never mind. Never mind, that defeats the purpose.
It opens inward.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, I'm still gonna drag a dead body in for the door. Tripping hazard.
I'll help you. We'll just stack them up.
Somebody comes to that door, they're gonna trip over a body. Who has the little thing that chases or that detects the robot? Is that Sal?
Sal does, yeah.
Okay.
Should I get that back from him?
Do we want to see if that thing might be behind that door that he's in front of?
Yeah, Sal. Let me have it. And
He hands it to you.
I'll just squeeze the handle to see what happens.
It not go.
Nothing at all?
Nothing happens.
Y'all see that?
Yes, that was unexpected.
Didn't it just go up here, like outside? You might misremembering, or
Well, John, in fairness, we did leave it up to the half orc flying around on a griffin using the handle. I mean,
that's fair.
maybe he just didn't even understand.
But perhaps, but we're kind of in a sticky wicket.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe it doesn't work through concrete or brick walls.
unless they're shielding him by some means,
Yeah,
or he's dead.
yeah.
As y'all
could
are
be
sitting
one.
here, discussing life, you notice that the sound that you heard in the bathroom south of you has stopped.
So it's been making this noise the whole time.
You get the impression that there was a door that was being banged on, and it was not the door that you were physically right next to, but you don't hear that noise anymore.
Dang. All right. I'm going to open the door to the bathroom. Open the door, see what's going on in there, or what's going on.
All right, let's go.
I can't open the door.
All right, I'm right on your 6.
Too many people trying to open the door.
Can't do it. I'm too. My head's too fat.
All right, as you, I assume, open the door.
I think it's open on my. It's open on my screen.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
right.
You left us with me.
Yeah.
As you open the door, you see
behind you.
directly across the small room, there is a person in a black cloak, very well singed. He looks dirty down. He has some red marks on both of his wrists where you can tell he was previously bound, although currently he is not bound, and he is or was banging on the door in front of him on the opposite side of the room, trying to get in the room. He turns and he looks at you and he says, "Are you Tara?"
Floxen?
Foxham? Is that you? We got here as quick as we could. We couldn't get this door open.
He looks at you. He doesn't look like he trusts you at all, and he starts to kind of back away from it.
What are you running?
I'm trying to get out of here. They have me prisoner. Did the Zentarum send me here? Send you all here?
No. We're here looking for a very specific entity.
How did you end up here?
Yeah.
Well, I live here.
Wait, you live in this house?
Yeah.
What's your name?
You're spelled Floxen. You said my name. Are you with
I
the
thought this was-
Zentarum?
I thought this was the house of Gruholm.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's their house, but I live here.
Oh, gotcha.
Are you like you work for them?
I mean, it's a mutually beneficial arrangement, or at least it was.
So why were you tied up?
Well, you know, they paid for things because they're rich assholes, and we provided services that the Zentarum usually provide, specifically information.
Yeah, of course. We know what this is hard to buy. We're very familiar. So, Question: how did you end up in your current situation? What went wrong?
You know what? I think we could get through this story down here, and we might get some more answers if y'all want to go on answers.
What's on the other side of the door is what I'm trying to ask. How did you end up like this?
One of my former captors.
And he was Zentaro?
No, it's Lord Grayland.
Okay, I'm just trying
Y'all
to
aren't very smart.
I'm just saying, if you have somebody flipped on you, or if you were somebody in the house. I mean, you know.
Yeah, they flipped on me. I used to live here and work with them, and they came here wounded, and they locked me in my room and wouldn't let me out.
For somebody who wants to say we're not smart, I mean, we're the ones that were free.
Hey, yeah, okay, that's true. This is not anyway. Have you seen a little puppet construct asshole running around?
Puppet looking thing.
They're nibble right.
That's the one.
Gosh, he works for Lady Grayland.
And you were kind of scorched up. Did he do this to you? Was he a part of this?
Yeah, that asshole threw a fireball on me.
Okay. So now we're getting somewhere.
We've seen those.
Yeah. And he's through this door to the south of us.
Yeah. Let's go. Open the door. Let's get in there.
I'm right behind you.
All right. He seems to be telling you truth. And he seems to be very perturbed that you're standing here talking to him.
All right. Let's go. Show us the way.
Well, I'm trying to get through this door forever. Somebody else make the try.
Beat on this door? Is that the banging noise? All right. I'm going to defer to somebody else.
I mean, I can take a look at it. Hey, Sal, why don't you come over here?
Yeah, Sal is sitting on that other door that the other half orc coming out of. He's posted up on that door.
All right, what you want me to roll?
Well, what are you trying to do?
I thought I was picking a lock.
Yeah, go for it. Sleight of hand.
What? Sleight of hand?
Yeah, or there's thieves' tools with Dex. Yeah.
With Dex? Okay, that's what I was asking because I can pick an attribute. 16.
Yeah. The door clicks in front of you and is longer lock.
All right, I'll just once I hear it click and I know it's unlocked, I'm just gonna turn kind of look over my shoulder and be like, and nod as though it's unlocked, and I'm gonna step back.
All right, Ursula steps forward, and he just bangs the door open and charges inside, and he gets right up on another person you see at the far end of the room, and he's wailing on him, he's punching on him. The guy that you see, your new person, does appear to be kind of short and stocky, very well dressed, well kept. He is taking this beating, even though he had a nice sword in his hand. It is now on the floor. He does not appear to be a fighter by any means, but he's getting wailed upon by your skull.
I'll just tell him to hey, hold on, Floxum. let's. Who is this guy?
The guy on the ground getting between punches says, Lord Graylin, get this man off me.
Well, not just yet. Lord Braylon. Why's our friend here seems so perturbed with you, other than apparently you've locked him in a room?
Who are you? Why are you in my house?
You're in no position to be asking questions. We're gonna ask, you're gonna answer. Or I'm gonna let him continue to beat on you a little bit.
All right, give me an intimidation check. I like that. Oh, it was a solid try. You
Hit him again.
You hear he calls out. He says, "Rabus, Rabus." He's yelling a name.
Yeah.
No, he's kind of pinned against the wall, pinned against the furniture. He's just pinned against the wall there.
John Koo, hand me your manacles. I assume John Koo hands me his manacles, since he's not here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You want to try and restrain him?
I do.
All right, straight.
Oh, why am I doing this?
Oh, he rolled good.
$15. Probably not great.
Sorry, what did I miss?
Oh, you beat him.
Gotcha.
I've got this
Yeah.
guy restrained on you.
You have restrained Orond Grayland. As soon as you restrain him, his whole demeanor changes, and he actually stays on his willingly. He says, "Please," he said, "just get this man out of here."
Again, in no position to make demands. Where is the little construct that caused the fireball that damaged our your assaultee here?
So that is
Floxum.
that's my wife's little creature. It does whatever she tells it to do.
Well, where might she be?
She's in our bedroom, of course, with our bodyguard.
Would that be the room, other side of the bathroom that we just came through?
Yeah, out there in the hallway.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's what's going to happen. We're going to take you over there, and you're going to act cool as a cucumber. Everything's good, and you're going to have them open that door for us.
Yeah, I can do that. Just don't hurt me.
Oh, no. If it doesn't go exactly like that, I've got a friend out there that's definitely going to hurt you.
All right. He stands up and he walks willingly towards the room, and
We'll just
and
kind
I
of
guess yeah. Floxen kind of comes out too. They're both following.
Hey, Sal, meet our new friend. He's going to have a conversation with the people on the other side of this door. If he is nothing but polite and persuasive, I want you to knock him out. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So you hear Oron, Lord Grail, I can't say the name, Grailhund, comes up to the door and he says, Ravos, I know you're in there with her. These gentlemen out here want to talk.
Not exactly.
Well, you hear a female voice from inside. She says, Oron, are you safe? Are you okay?
Yes. Tell her yes.
He answers. He nods when you say that, and he says, "Yes, dear. They just they really want to talk to you." And you hear a click from the door, and it opens. And greeting you in the doorway again is the very large, well-dressed half-orc. He looks down at the 4 more corpses that have joined the pile in that room, and even though he's not like supposed to say anything, you can kind of see in his eye just a hint of a smirk. You get the impression that he is impressed. And after he opens the door, he steps back and stands right beside his boss, Lady Grayland. And
I'll push. What's his name? Yala. Is he Yala or is he Orden? Orden. I'll kind of
Oron.
I'll force him through the door and follow him in.
Okay.
And
no need for all this.
We didn't any of this happening. And
He comes.
Force my way, keeping him between me and the bodyguard. All right, stop.
He steps up to the bodyguard there.
All we came to do is look for this little, behind his back, as I'm talking, I'm going to squeeze that little device and see if I get a hit on anything.
Nope, it's still dead. As everybody's making their way in this room, Floxen takes off south back to the bathroom whence he came. And J-Mick, you're muted. I know you're trying to say something. I know you had placed yourself there on purpose.
Yeah, I was just going to, hey,
yeah,
why don't you join us?
He's not walking. He is running. And
I would have done something.
Okay, I'll give you a reaction just like you were in combat.
Shoot, I don't have the manacles.
Yeah,
no,
I would try
yeah,
to
we get.
Yeah, I would try to like grab him or something before he took off.
Okay, well, I guess that's opposing strength checks.
No, and I'm terrible at strength. Oh, 18 though.
Hold on, I gotta open his character sheet. I should have had it open. Every time you try and do something specific, it always just locks up. All right.
Yeah, I didn't want this guy to get away, so I was worried about him.
Opposing street. Yeah, you get the impression he was definitely like he wanted Lord Grayland to himself, and he didn't want y'all in there taking him the way that you did. Oh, you were great. No fair.
Oh, going, really? You got to be kidding me.
All right.
No way.
I'm glad I unclicked.
One.
I'm glad I unclicked it to not whisper. So he takes off, and with his action, that bedroom, and you hear the door slam shut and lock.
Son of a gun. Okay. He went and shut the door. I'll join the room.
I'll just Galhud.
Grailhood. We'll go with Grailhood.
Okay. But your husband here just mentioned in a casual conversation that you were the owner or master of the nimble right that has been causing some chaos here in Waterdeep.
She glares at him, and you see like a beat dog. He just cowers in front of her and puts his head down to the ground.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair. We kind of forced it out of him, so it's not really his fault. However, that is why we're here. No other reason. So whatever else you have going on in this house is none of our business. But we really need to find that nimble right.
She looks around the group, taking everybody in. She says, "You're those Ghostbusters, aren't you?"
We're going through a bit of rebranding, but yes.
Well, that's how I know you.
Well,
and she says, "Well, I can appreciate your interest. I can tell you that my interests have already been spoken for. Unless you have something very significant to offer me, I'm not inclined to help you for my plans. And I will inform you that, again, that I have in fact called the City Watch, and their response times to a noble house are usually fairly good. So, gentlemen, you have a choice to make yourselves. You have, I would say, less than 2 minutes to leave, or I can explain to the City Watch how you broke in and were a part of this debacle, shall we say, that happened in my house.
Again, you said it. It's in your house.
I'm certainly fine giving some statements to the City Watch.
I'm certain
They might want to look around this place as well, part of their investigation.
Well, it's thing you. Well, if y'all are going to play this game, if you want me to not tell the City Watch that you were involved, go ahead and unhand my husband.
I think.
Well, I think you mentioned unless we have something of value to offer in exchange.
Oh, you want to talk business? I'm just trying to. Yeah.
Outside of your significant other, what would you consider valuable?
Things that are above your station to grant.
You don't know that.
She looks at you up and down. She's, I know.
Well, how do you know?
Oh no, yeah. No, see that's their bed. You're climbing over their bed. No, you're not climbing over their bed. And the bodyguard is certainly not going to give you free reign of the room. He's protecting his liege lord.
So you ask if we had
I know
something
that-
related, but you're not
That
willing
looks
to
like
offer.
a rug, but that's the bed.
I'll sit on the bed.
Okay, y'all are hanging out on the bed. I love it.
Just like this. Nice comfy bed.
So, I mean, you ask or offered that if we had something of value to trade, but you're not gonna, present anything that you might think of value just because you don't believe we are stationed to offer it to you.
I'm presenting you the opportunity to not get arrested and charged for trespassing and murder.
I'm sorry. We're the ones that are murdering? I believe that was your people.
She looked at your what kind of weapon do you have?
I have 2 daggers.
She looks at your bloody daggers and says, "Go on, tell me more."
I don't know if my daggers are bloody. I don't think I hit anybody.
I certainly didn't hit anyone. The problem is no one here really cares of what the City Watch has to say. I mean, we're fine with talking to them, and if we end up going to jail for a couple nights, that's fine too. Are you okay with them snooping around your house?
And I don't believe that nimble right belongs to you either.
The his own creature. He does what I ask him to do.
Well, I can say with certainty they're going to connect the fireball that happened in the North Ward with the fireball that went off here, and it doesn't look good.
That perhaps you've taken a piece of technology that is not yours and convinced it to commit acts of murder on your behalf.
I mean, if someone of such low station as myself can connect those dots, I'm sure the City Watch can.
In fact, I believe we know some names of some investigators that might want to take a look at this as well.
It's possible. That's a gamble that you're willing to take. That's fine. But again, my demands are small. I just need you to leave my house. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, we just need that nimble right.
She starts stepping back to the door, and Abraz is right on her tail,
Wait, that's
keeping
a door?
himself between you and her.
What's his name?
You notice. Well, you heard Lord Grayland call his name. His name is Rabus.
Rawless.
I think logs on.
Hey, 1 second.
Oddly enough, that for all her talk, she has left her husband unattended, and the bodyguard has also left his actual employer unattended and is sticking with her.
Yes, I noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
Do we, real quick, I mean, we've been here long enough. The Rallis, the guard, is he brandishing weapons?
Yeah, he's well dressed. But you notice that he does, in fact, carry a large morning star on his hip. And it is, he's got one hand on it, like he's ready to draw it and use it at any chance he gets. And Lady Graylin, for that matter, if you're taking a minute to eye them over, she is dressed in armor, and she has her rapier, her hand on her hilt of her rapier as well. So unlike her husband, who is now unarmed, they are both armed.
So as they're backing towards the door, I might just, lady, is another question, maybe change the subject, but what is a noble doing employing the lead members of a splinter faction that's going around murdering people in the city and running secret hideouts underground in the sewers?
I don't know if you want to know the answer to that question, young man.
What?
She answers, she says, I don't think you want to know the answer to that. I think your time is about up. No, she hadn't opened the door yet.
See, lady, I see you're moving away, but I think we still have things to discuss here.
You might think you have things to discuss, but I'll remind you that you're on the clock.
And I believe you are as well.
This is my house. You broke into my house?
Oh, I believe we saved you from an attack.
100%. Those guys were definitely going to get in this door.
And let me ask you this: who is the City Watch going to believe? A noble family with a good reputation, or four unknown low-class bar owners?
I don't believe we're as unknown as you might say we are, but also believing that a noble house might use illegal means to steal treasures, pursue their own gains. I think this city has a history of that, actually.
Roll an insight check when you say that.
At 20.
Of course it is. Every non-combat roll is insane.
Only the conversation pieces.
You see her eyes dart left and right, and with a nat 20, I'm not even going to say it. She's going to say, "Of course, I'm looking for his treasure."
So perhaps we can work together.
Oh, I already have plenty of partners. I don't need any
They don't
more.
seem to be doing a good job.
You hear the sound of whistles in the courtyard, and you're very familiar with this sound after your experiences in the dock ward. This is the sound of the City Watch calling for help. They are officially at the house.
So how about this quick deal?
As the whistle blows, she just smiles.
We're fine. She's the one that's involved in all the crime.
Listen, do you know how we found this place? Do you know who helped us find this?
I don't really care.
Okay.
Look, I'm offering this. Let us return the nimble rights to the rightful owner, and we have leads on the Stone of Galore.
You have leads on the Stone of Galore. I have the Stone of Galore.
All right, I'm up off the bed. that on my
Okay.
daggers drawn.
After that, she screams, and you hear footsteps charging up the stairs behind you.
I'm going to step to the door, block the door.
Sal, as you are you closing the door, or are you looking out the door?
I'm going to close it. I'm going to step to the door, close the door, and lock it.
As you close and lock the door, you do get a glimpse, looking out of the door, of 6 well-armed City Watch. These are not the street patrolman City Watch. This is the SWAT team equivalent. This is the highly trained unit. And they are here, they're in the house, and you just slammed a door and locked it in their face.
These are the ones we worked with to fly overhead to be here.
Yeah.
What's that?
So the ones that we know.
So well, you in touch with the Griffin Riders and finding the number right.
As that happens, you hear her scream again, "Help, they're in our room, they're trying to..." And Harabas steps forward and draws his Morning Star and starts swinging it at Cassier, who's not here to defend himself.
As soon do I get is that beginning of combat?
This is going to count as his surprise round. Does a 15 hit, Cass? All right, that'll be 6 points. Actually, no, hold on. Yeah, that's fine. 6 points of damage. I clicked the wrong one. I'll give you credit for that one. He continues through, takes his second attack against you, which is a crit.
Oh,
and he does
hold on 1 second.
30 points of damage.
Hold up.
Wait.
Hey, do you want to unwhisper those rolls too?
Oh, shoot, my bad. I'm going to screenshot it just because I want y'all to see that I actually did crit.
No, but I believe John had something to say about that crit.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, check those rolls out. Let me unwhisper him.
He didn't have advantage or disadvantage on that crit roll, did he?
He did not. That was just a straight roll. He just happened to crit.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all can go ahead and start throwing yourself in the turn. That's fine.
I got you.
So that's 36 points with 2 swings. All right.
I didn't realize you were going
As
down.
you fall to the ground, we'll say, Kess, that you fall to the ground conscious. Harabas, and just so you know, I'm not lying here, he steps over your corpse. Not corpse. He steps over your body as you fall. And
what some movement does this guy have, and how are we surprised?
2 swings. He's still on his attack. He gets 3 attacks per action. 21 hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
14 points of damage. No,
Not
on
me.
John Koo. All right. Yes, I don't have you on the list. Yeah.
I didn't realize that was going to knock you out, but
Awesome. Oh, it matters. All right. Sorry. Those stupid character sheets. So many. Almost there. Almost there. Initiative. One more initiative. Okay. I'm going to say, since Orond is unarmed, I'm going to let him go when his wife goes. You get the impression that he is not a fighter.
It's a dead man.
So since she gets to go first, she's going to reach out and she's going to yell to him and say, "Come here," as a free action, and take off running.
oh wait, hold on. You can't leave my melee without something happening.
Yeah, you want to do something? Go. You want a reaction? Go for it.
Yeah, tripping attack. Do I get one of those?
Are you a fighter with yell? I don't know.
I mean, can I just try to trip him?
You want to? I'll say, yeah. You can grapple, or you could try and knock him to the ground. We'll say strength. I mean, opposing strength is fine. I guess.
Shove will make him fall prone.
How about a shove? But that's an attack, though, right?
Yeah,
A shove is an attack. Just give me an attack. We'll say that you try and push him to the ground.
Okay. So just a D20 with my dex?
Or strength. I think it would be a strength-based attack.
All right. Well, whatever this is, -1 then. Nat 20, 19.
Oh, nice. Yeah, okay. You knock him to the ground. He's prone in front of you.
Get over here.
But so you just knocked him to the ground?
Yeah, right next to me.
Okay. Well, he's going to take half of his action to stand up from being knocked down and stand up where he's at right there. And for her action, she is going to quickly open the door in front of her and step in that room. I'll say that's all the action she has. She had to unlock the door and open it. So the door is now open and unlocked, and she's in the room. John Gerard, if you want to give me a check just as the end of your turn or at the end of your reaction. We'll say, I'll see if you can see what's in there. Yes. So with a 20, you see briefly, you get a glimpse in the room. It appears to be a child's room. There are 3 or 4 small beds, and you do see 2 small children huddled in a corner of the room. So that'll be her turn. Rabus is up next. He is going to pull out his Morning Star at the person in front of him. 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, silvery barbs. I'm going to silvery barb this.
Is that a reroll?
Oh, 1 second. I'm about to show you.
It's a reroll. And so we're going the lower of. Basically, he's got disadvantage on this attack. So we'll just roll it again as another straight roll. Well, he takes the first attack, and we'll take the whatever. We'll take the lower damage, so 14 damage.
Doesn't matter.
All right.
Wait, hold on. What happened?
You got hit with a 21 to hit for 14 damage.
Okay, yeah, I'm down.
All right. Rabus steps up, and the 2 people in front of him takes a swing at the smaller of the 2 creatures. 7 to hit.
17 hits.
All right.
He takes
14 damage.
he takes 20 points of cold damage.
20.
Mm-hmm.
I believe so. I still have armor back. It says I still have 3 temporary hit points from that.
Nice. All right. Well, minus your and I guess.
Yeah.
And he takes his 3rd and final attack. 25 to hit.
Let's see. 25. Yes, that hits.
Another 19 points of damage.
I'm down.
He took the 20 points, so.
I was out of temporary hit points, so it doesn't affect him.
No, but for the first one, I mean.
Yeah.
All right. He turns to Sal, who's the remaining party member, still not on the floor, unconscious, and just stands there with his Morning Star. The veterans are going to try and push the door open from the outside. 18, the door splinters and moves, but hasn't opened yet. John Koo, I guess give me a throw. That is a save.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 and above is a save. It's 55% to save.
All right, there we go.
John, you're up.
Oh, me already? That's a failure.
That's a fail. Ezra. Sal, you have you're watching your party languish on the floor.
It's mine. It's my turn.
Yeah.
Yep. And your rage has definitely faded. We spent a few minutes exploring another room.
Hmm. um. Dang. I'm
Welcome to D&D. I put you right in the thick of it.
yeah. I think I'm gonna say I don't know what to do here. I think I'm gonna drop my axe. I'm gonna go hands up. And I'm gonna just say, oh, well, I can't see in that room, can I?
No, you locked the door. I mean, you knew they were there. Are you talking about behind me?
No. Like, I can't see in here. Like, I wouldn't know that there's children.
Yeah, only John Gerard saw that, I think. She's kind of blocking the door. She's standing. The door's still open. She's like waving her husband in, but he just didn't have enough movement to get in there. So she's waiting for him to get in there. She's trying to barricade herself in there.
Okay.
While her bodyguard is wrecking shop.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna drop my axe, and I'm just gonna say, I don't know what I'm gonna say here. I'm just gonna say, because I don't know what just happened before I got all logged on. First off, I don't know what all the conversation.
Not a whole lot. There was some banter back and forth. Basically, Lady Graylin was buying time for the City Watch to show up. And then the party didn't seem to be threatened by that thought at all. And so there was kind of this like standoff while we waited until the City Watch finally got there.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to say, I'm going to drop my axe. And I will say, spare my friends. We will leave with the guards.
Persuasion check at disadvantage since he's currently in combat with you.
Oh,
oh no! On Graylin's turn, he does make it in the room. All right, that's their turn, and Harabus is up next. So right after you say that, Lord Graylin escapes, and he looks at you now unarmed, and just kind of smiles that grin and says, "I had high hopes for you." And he takes this swing, 18 to hit.
yeah. So let me ask you this: my armor class on my character sheet, it had 10. But do I change that from what?
I think we did unarmored defense, right? And so it's 10 plus
10 plus your dex modifier plus your con modifier.
Dex and con, that's what it is. I wanted to say strength and con.
Well, no, I knew it was dex and con, but I was just making sure That it wasn't already added into that.
No. You start at 10
Mhm.
plus those.
Oh, okay, hold on.
I don't think you're gonna get
I
to
think
18.
you get a bonus. I think you get a bonus when you rage, but your rage had
You're
faded.
either at 15 or 16, one or the other.
I think I only had 14. That's what I think.
I mean, you should, if you're raging, you'll take half the damage.
But I'm not raging.
Yeah, the rage faded while y'all explored the
My
bathroom.
dex
And
plus my con is going to be 14. So that hits. I'm gonna
I thought you
change
had
my
plus 3
deal
con.
14.
You don't
Never
have
mind.
plus 3 con?
Yeah,
You only have plus 1 dex?
yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I thought you had plus 2.
he's strengthened con.
So
Those big
did he
ones.
do 9 damage?
He did.
I'm down.
All right. As the last member of the party fades into consciousness, we will kind of step back here for a second. You kind of are shocked at how fast that seems to have happened. Everybody roll a one last con save.
You took us off the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, just
Yeah. Y'all are done with that combat.
just the con save.
Yeah, just regular old con save. All right. Well,
Oh, wait.
that's
I
a
hit
big
the wrong.
save. Oh, there you go. I was going to say, you got the big con. Yeah. All right, Sal. You come to consciousness first. You find yourself in a dark room. You kind of you hear some water dripping in the background. You hear a rat or two scurrying around. Give me a perception check. With an 8, you open your eyes and you see that you are still bloodied and bruised, but you do appear to have some bandages on you. You look around the room and you don't see much, but glaringly obvious about you, at least, is that your great axe seems to be missing. Who is next? Kess, same thing. You kind of wake up in a dark room. You hear something stirring beside you. You look over and you see Sal kind of sit up on what appears to be a cot on the wall. You look around at yourself and you're bruised and bloodied, but appear to be bandaged. At this point, we'll say everybody else kind of wakes up. Y'all are all looks like in a cell together. Everybody's alive. Everybody is still, we'll say, at 1 hit point. You were literally the bare minimum of health was provided to you. All of your usual implements are missing. You are in your skivvies, for lack of a better term. You are unarmed and have 0 possessions at the moment. You look around and you hear footsteps and soft talking. You hear you're in a cell, iron bars. You're facing just a stone brick wall. You get the impression you're at the end of a hallway, but you are certainly in jail. You are alive, but in jail and been stripped of all of your worldly possessions.
Well,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
perception.
Go ahead. Yeah. Are you looking for something specific, or are you just looking around? Okay, looking for keys. I like it. Go for it. No, that'll be investigation if you're looking for something specific. With a 10, you do not see any keys laying, but you do see a fairly long hallway that is rather dark. You do see at the end of the hallway at least one lit torch, and you hear a little bit of talking coming from down there.
Are we awake yet?
Yeah, we're all awake.
Yeah,
Oh, we're
you're
all
all coming to consciousness.
I mean,
First thing I'm going to do is reach up and feel and see if I still have my eye patch.
You do.
Okay.
You feel a hard gemstone in your eye socket.
As I said, next thing I'm going to do is slip my fingers underneath my eye patch and see.
You get the impression that while they were actively saving your life, they did not feel the need to arrest you and steal from you in any way. You get the impression that they took your items more because you were arrested than because they were robbing you.
I still think we got a good story,
Yeah.
but we got to get out of this place to tell somebody.
Do we see any guards around?
Yeah, I want to talk. We need to find a guard or make some noise to get a guard over here. But
Is there a little silver cup on the ground anywhere I can bang against the bars?
No, but you do bang on the bars, and it doesn't take long. You hear heavy set footsteps plodding towards you, jingle jangling of keys on a belt. As a guard approaches, he is in fact in the City Watch garb, but you get the impression that he's been sitting in a dungeon for far longer than he's been walking the streets. He goes, "Oh, good, you're awake."
what exactly does that mean?
That I was told to wait until you were awake.
For what?
For what?
He says, "I don't know," and he turns around and starts to walk off.
Hold on, 1 second.
We'll just be a judge.
Real quick. Does this count as a long rest?
No, DM says no. I mean, if you want to spend the night in jail, then absolutely.
Oh, I didn't know how long we were out. I was just asking the guard.
We got to 1 HP.
Yeah, no. Y'all, basically, we're stabilized. You know how the rules of
Yeah.
death saving throws work. If you're stable for a minute, you work with 1 HP. So they did not heal you; they stabilized you, and then after a minute, you woke up with your 1 HP. But we'll say for flavor, it was more than a minute. They had time to process you and put you in jail.
So short rest. Good. It's a period of downtime.
Yeah, you can certainly take one now if you'd like. You are safe.
We probably need to get our story out as soon as possible, to be honest with you.
Yeah, when are we going to talk to a judge?
Yeah, we're going to get arraigned at some point. I've been to jail before. Let's go. We have rights.
You asking the guard these questions?
Well, before he walks away, I need to know what the process is here.
Yeah, when are we going to get to speak to somebody?
Yeah. He says, "Well, now that you're awake, I'll let the magistrate know."
What time of day is it?
It is dark, cell with no bars and windows.
No, but I mean, what time did we enter the house?
Daylight, broad ass daylight.
Okay. No, I'm just saying.
Which actually worked out in your favor because that's what got the City Watch there when they were there.
I'm just trying to piece it together in my head. I mean, how long would it
I
take
got
for you to, get us to the jail? So it's got to be afternoon sometime. Hey.
Sure. Yeah. At least you don't know how long you were out for, though.
Hey, do we get like one message to a friend, like a phone call? Can you contact someone for us?
Yeah. Tell me a name.
Vincent Trench. He's up in the North Ward. He runs the Tiger. 1 second. I'll tell you
Yeah. Tiger's Eye, is that it?
something. I got it written down, but y'all took all my stuff, so I got to pull it up in my memory.
Yeah, Tiger Eye.
Yeah, Tiger Eye. He's up on. Windborne Way and somewhere about Trollskull Alley.
You notice as you're saying all this that he is not writing anything down. And he says, "Look, I have orders. I'm going to go."
We have rights, also.
How far is dark vision? It's dark until the end of the hallway, but he said, "Hold on, look, I have orders to go. Let the watch know that you're awake. I think somebody wants to talk to you. They'll be down here in a little while. Can I get you anything?"
Yeah, Vincent Trench. Vincent Trench, please.
He turns and walks off.
Oh, I really wanted to do
I'd
something.
like my stuff back.
You're kind of cool as he walks off.
Hey, what's your badge number?
I have to identify myself.
Oops. I'm collecting badge numbers.
Yeah, so time passes slow when you don't know what's going on in the world, but sometime later you hear footsteps in the hallway again, and you get someone walks in, not in City Watch clothes, but they do have a City Watch badge on their lapel. They walk in and they say, "Boy, have y'all got a great attention."
Yes, we do.
Well, let's hear it,
file a
then.
complaint. Someone tried to kill us.
I think he damn near succeeded. But the story that he told us is that you were part of that Zentarum gang that broke into their house and tried to murder everybody there.
Not even close.
In fact, we heard screaming upstairs and rushed in to help whoever was in danger.
Unlike the first guy, you did see that this guy is actively listening to you and writing things down as you're saying them. He goes, "Look, gentlemen, first things first, let's get some names."
Yeah, you first.
I'm Inspector G.
G for good guy, good cop.
G for gadget.
Nah.
So gentlemen, some names, please. All right. He writes that name quickly and looks up.
mean, you don't know our names by now? I assume
I don't know if
you
you've
already
ever
know.
had any dealings with law enforcement, but you showed up at my precinct near dead, and we stabilized you
Who brought
and
us
took the
here?
reports of homeowners that you had invaded their home. Not just homeowners, noblemen no less, and invaded their home. So we have stabilized you and kept you here until we can figure out what actually happened. So again, now's your chance before you go to the magister to get your information out if you'd like us to investigate anything on your behalf.
Whew.
All right.
I believe if you,
Start with names,
if you
right?
investigated the manor, I think you would find it was actually members of his Zentarum faction that attacked the house. We just were outside, heard fighting, and rushed in to be helpful. And I think they maybe mistook us for invaders.
Well, they were already people in there
What,
fighting.
one at a time. John Koo, he looks at you and says, "Why were you at the house?"
Well, we heard fighting and people clearly attacking and swords banging, clanging. So we rushed in to see if it sounded like someone was being attacked. We were being good Samaritans there to go help out.
You see, he flips through his notepad and he says, "Well, according to Clark, there was a group that matches your description," and he looks up and eyes each of you, that forcefully detained him against his will and then forcefully entered a locked house and then left him there under threat of death to go explore the house. So is that your story? You heard screaming and entered the house to help?
You can ask
I'm
Clark.
looking dead in the eyes and be like, "Sir, I have never heard of a Clark in my life.
No idea who Clark is.
No idea who Clark
Deception
is."
check. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you roll this Mr. Nat 20 on everything.
19.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. He starts writing a little bit. He starts to write some notes in his notepad as he's questioning you. He turns and sir, what is your name?
Mine?
Yeah.
John Koo Shadai.
Yeah, he scribbles it down. All right, so we have Kess and John Koo.
Clearly the sound of a struggle happening inside.
Not only a struggle,
Sure.
people dying. It was
weird.
imminent death.
He points to John Gerard and said, "What's your name, sir? You've been talking a lot."
Oh, hold on though. I want to make a point here. You can't just like we can't metagame. You can't metagame about the real events.
Hey, he is an investigator. His job is to investigate.
And he was not there to witness what happened or know what was said or done. So you can't metagame either.
He's also a veteran detective.
Detective does not mean all-knowing.
He doesn't know everything. He knows what Clark told him.
Yeah, there's just some random guy on the street that we don't even know of. That's so easy to describe.
Who he found manacled inside of a house.
He wasn't manacled.
How was that us?
He was not manacled.
Oh,
No,
that's
he
true. He
wasn't.
wasn't. Y'all tied him up. Y'all tied him up with rope or something. That's what it was.
Somebody tied him up.
Somebody.
Not us.
Oh yeah. Allegedly.
Listen, that eyewitness testimony is easy to deal with in court. That's just one guy. You don't even have a second person to validate it.
You see him spell out loud allegedly ALLE.
Yeah, there's not even a second eyewitness to that one. We're good. I can get us off on that one, guys. We have 4 sworn statements right here against his one.
The door is unlocked too. by the way. Also, all I will
All
say,
right.
we did not have to force our way in that manner at all. It was obviously already broken into, and we were
Wait.
only being good citizens.
Well, all right. Go ahead and give me a deception check, John Gerard. We'll say 15. Oh man, y'all are lying like champs.
Hey guys, real quick, I got a question. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. I'm clear.
Hey, Luke's trying to log into something on his computer and it keeps saying 504 gateway timeout. What does that mean?
It's not connecting to the
Right,
signal
I got
might be
that.
weak on the Wi-Fi. 504 gateway not
504
found. It's going to be a
gateway
connection with
timeout.
Wi-Fi.
I mean, I'm on the same Wi-Fi. We're standing right next to each other.
Yeah, you might just need to turn it off and on. Let it reset the IP address. Yeah, it means there's a communication issue between the servers.
Right, but it could be the server he's trying to.
Yeah, it could be the website or whatever.
The
Yeah,
website or whatever he's trying to log
Try
into.
to go into Google or something else.
Use a different browser or.
Okay, so your internet's working. Yeah, it's good on everything else. Go back to it if you can. All right, continue with the line. Sorry.
Very good. What up, Luke?
What up, Jeremy?
He's really just still waiting to get John Gerard's name.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Website then.
Besides the fact that we didn't forcibly enter into this establishment. John Gerard Desbardeaux.
The fact that all of this is
All right. He turns to the fourth member of the party and asks, "All right, sir, here we go. 4 for 4. Can I get your name?"
Sal.
Awesome. Now, look, is there any kind of identifying name for the group of you? Is there anything we should know about who you are?
Well, we are the owners of Troll Skull Manor, a well-respected and established bar and entertainment venue in the North Ward.
Oh, and the ham sandwiches. Don't forget about those.
Yeah.
Obviously, right?
He says, "Gentlemen, I'm aware. Thank you for being honest with me and not telling me any lies. I believe you've already met a couple of our investigators.
I mean, who are your other investigators we may know?
From the City Watch. Have you all
talking
had
about-
any dealings with investigators already?"
We did, and that's very important that you bring that up. They were up investigating a fireball incident in the North Ward right outside of our Troll Skull Manor. Is that correct?
I mean,
That's right. I was there that day.
so have you investigated the scene of the crime that we supposedly were arrested for? Did you survey
Me?
the house?
I haven't. But I tell you what I'm going to do for you, gentlemen. I am going to go start some paperwork, and I will try and reach out to investigator friends.
I don't know if you have all the information.
If you could just remind me who they are, I'll be happy to get you in touch with them so they can finish working this case.
I'll be happy to. But did you detain anyone else at the scene?
Sorry. I asked the questions around here.
So you're telling me you're letting you
I just
you're
don't.
investigating us, and you have not even seen the scene of the crime?
My job is to collect information.
Say that. What's that?
So my job is to collect information.
Well,
And
yeah, but you're kind of missing a
here,
big piece of the
here,
puzzle if you're not at the crime scene.
that's why. Look, guys, I'm trying to get you where you need to be here. Can you just play a little ball? Tell me
Yeah,
who
we're
it
trying
is,
to.
so I
We're
know
trying to
it's
help
you. Yeah, I asked you a very simple question. What's the name of the investigators that you spoke with in Troll Skull Manor?
Sir, that was in the middle of the night after an explosion went off. I
It was
don't remember their name.
Barnabas and Blackmas. Barnabas and Blasphemous.
John Gerard. John Gerard finally enters the name, and you see Inspector G turn and say, "Thank you, sir," and turns and walks off.
Barnabas, Blasphemous, and Seth Cromway, something like that.
Actually, I wasn't there, so I didn't hear their names. I was hiding behind the barrels.
John Q. That was actually pretty good because John Q didn't know.
I didn't know their names.
Hey, real quick,
Well,
can you deliver a message for us to somebody outside of here? Since you're just collecting information, can you collect some information from us and deliver it to the outside world?
he's gone.
I need to get an encrypted message to Vincent.
This is about to go ugly.
When the obelisk turned to stone.
I already gave him the names. Okay.
Yeah.
If only one of you was a wizard with a bunch of downtime to enchant magical items.
I'll get it eventually.
Anyway, all right.
So,
you find
I'm gonna just ask.
you
I'm
find
gonna
yourself
ask you.
back in jail.
I'm gonna ask my fellow party members. Why didn't they kill us?
I think there've been a lot more questions than. Well, I don't know.
I don't know. Apparently, they're getting away with killing all those people I mean, they killed all the other people in there.
Yeah, I feel like the investigators aren't doing a good job of investigating the scene of the crime here.
What happened to Floxam?
I don't know who that is.
He's the head of the Splinters and Torum Guild that's been terrorizing the city, who lives in their house and is employed by them.
That's why I was asking if they detained anyone else. If he was twisted off with those guys and he got away.
What's his name?
Floxam. What is it, Erstall or something? Floxam? I don't know his first name.
Oh, Erstall Flox. I'm reading about him now. Okay.
Erstall. Either way, I don't. Good question. No answers. But I will relay the message that when she did open that door, there were children in that room. Could I tell if they were like human children, like, or were they just small people?
Oh yeah, they were human children, and they looked scared for their life, like there was a battle raging in their house.
Because there was one.
Not on our behalf.
Another point to bring up, though, she said that she was in possession of the Stone of Galore.
100%.
Yeah, she said she had it.
I don't know why she said that out loud, but
because somebody rolled a freaking nat 20 inside check.
Yeah.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
So we know where we need to go next.
Yeah.
We know what we got to do, and that definitely ties her to the murders outside of Troll Skull Manor.
For sure.
So we know who murdered the gnome or whatever that was employed.
So do we tell the investigators that we know?
Oh, they won't listen to us.
No, they won't believe us. We can't lie to these guys. Clearly. The dice
It was
won't.
Rainer, right? No, Delacar. Delacar.
I'm just saying the dice won't let us lie to them.
Yeah, so the lady killed Delacar, right? That was the name of the gnome that was drilling.
Yep. I'm sure. Where are we being held? Do we know? We don't know. We're just.
We're just in a prison.
Yeah.
You can tell.
You've seen a couple of them.
You don't
Yeah.
currently see a guard.
A squirrel, a spider.
A rat, a mouse.
You would blend in with all the other rats. I believe we did see one scurrying around the ground.
Saying, what do we say when you're missing? I got it.
Are there any hay beds?
Yeah, we have beds in our cell.
Yeah, just basic prison cell. There's some cots on the wall. Sure.
Do they have blankets and pillows?
Yeah,
I mean,
very
it's a
threadbare
very looking
clothes in
prison.
them.
We'll figure it out. Go do what you got to do. Hey, and if you do get out, and you're up too far, well, figure out where you're at first, and report back.
I would say, should he go or do we wait? Because I go if we might be getting out.
We might be getting out pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah, let's keep that in our back pocket though, just in case it goes south. Maybe for next time we're alone if it goes south.
Wait for the next round.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea and can be helpful.
I bet we're somewhere in the castle ward, but I could be wrong.
It doesn't take too long. You've been away for a little while. You hear the guard come back. He's got 4 trays of just a very simple meal. He kind of sets them down at the edge of the cell and says, "Sorry, we're all out of ham sandwiches." And
So I know we can get a good one.
Walk away.
Hey, real quick. can we get some more pillows and blankets? I'm really kind of beat up after that.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how y'all are alive right now.
Yeah, I've been told that before.
Yeah, well. So real quick, again, what's the process here?
Well, Inspector G said that y'all knew Barnabas and Seth, so he sent word to them, and we're just waiting to hear back.
What are they going to tell you?
Well, I mean, I'm just a guard, but I heard him saying some crazy talk about how y'all got framed, or you say that you didn't hurt anybody. Man, I don't know the rules. I bring you food, I make sure you're alive, and I do what the other higher ups tell me to do.
Well, we appreciate the food. I'm not trying to harass you, honestly. Just bad situation.
We'll say, for mechanic's sake, you take the food. If you want, we'll call this a short rest. And if anybody gets any perks from a short rest, or if anybody wants to roll hit dice, you certainly can before we proceed.
Yeah, I'll roll the dice.
I'm going to roll all mine.
What happens? What are we doing?
You can try and heal up with a short rest. You can roll hit dice.
How many do I get to roll?
You got 3
Your level,
D12.
you have 3 of them available. You have D12s available.
So we start with 1, right?
It's the number of levels that you have. Yeah, that's how many hit dice you have. No, you add your con when you're healing. Oh, no, you didn't. No, that can't be right. That wasn't a real roll. It's just do it without the space. Do it without the space.
Wait, what?
You put a
You
space
can click
between
on it on
3
your
and
character
12.
sheet. Yeah, you can click on it on your character sheet, or you can roll that again without
Well,
the
where do I
space
click?
between.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, you can do that 2 more times if you want. Mm-hmm. All right. So Sal's up to, what is that, 24?
25 if I had my one stabilizing.
And you had your 1. There you go. So 25. Yes, you rolled only 1. You got 9 out of it. All right. So you healed up. A little rest and a meal has done y'all some good. It's not long after you meal that you do hear some footsteps again walking down the hall. You do see your familiar face of a very overweight, wizardly robe wearing gentleman with his cane and his medallion of the Wild Order of Magus and Protectors, Barnabas Lastwood, who you met previously. Well, everybody except John. And I guess Sal probably didn't meet him yet. And he's followed by his partner for this particular investigation, Seth Cromley. Who is kind of an elderly city watch robe wearing kind of guy. He's got his short sword and stuff. He walks up to you and he says, gentlemen, boy, do we have some questions for you. Is everybody okay? Are they treating you okay? How's everybody doing? That was Barnabas. No, that was Seth. Seth is the polite one. He's okay.
Yeah, I got Seth as yeah.
Okay is a relative term.
I mean, not bad.
He kind of smiles and says, "Well, I'd be lying if I said I never spent a night in a cell like this."
Well,
And then, kind of without any tact at all, his partner kicks in. Barnabas says, "Gentlemen, you're going to have to explain how you ended up at Grayland Manor."
I believe we've already explained that.
we already gave our statements. I assume they relayed them to you.
Yeah, Inspector G told me, and he flips through his bag. He says that you allegedly heard calls for help and entered the premises, but that wasn't the question I asked you. The question was, why were you there in the first place?
Well, first off, that's not what I said. I didn't say I heard cries of help. I said I heard fighting inside, and we rushed to help. So your inspector can't even take a proper statement.
Okay. And he says, "Are you sure it doesn't have anything to do with this?" And he pulls out your nimble right detector.
Yes, the number right detector there. We were working with the House of Inspired Hands. Somebody had stolen mechanical creation of theirs, and they gave us that device to help locate it. And that's what we were out walking the streets using that, trying to find it when we heard the fighting inside the house.
Finally, some truth. Wonderful. Thank you for being truthful. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. He goes, "Well, just so you know, gentlemen, we recovered a necklace of fireballs from the fireball scene outside of your restaurant, and we were able to successfully track that necklace back to Yala Grailhund. And we had just secured a warrant to search premises when we were told that a battle had broken out there. So is there anything else you need to tell me about that?"
Search
I can tell you that they had hired the splintered faction from the Zentarum. And as you said, you already connected the dots to her murdering Delacar, the gnome. And so we know that they are employing the splinter faction from the Zentarum that's been, the cause of numerous murders. We were having to protect the sewer guild at one point just from all the devastation that was caused by them. Turns out they were working for House Gallahan.
Because we had our suspicions. So, I guess the bigger question is,
while we're still in prison.
well, yes, we're processing your paperwork actually ready, so that'll be a minute or two. I appreciate your urgency to get out, and trust me, we should be able to clear all this up for you. It's a good thing. It's a good thing we already knew you and were able to step in here.
Did you
I
detain
will go ahead and
anybody
tell
else
you.
in this crime?
Well, as I mentioned, we were there with a warrant to search the premises, and we did find several corpses, including several Zentarum and house guards. So that part of the story certainly checks out. The question that we have, and maybe you can help or maybe not, I'm not sure, is why would the Zentarum turn against House Grayland?
I would say we were along those same lines of questions when we were attacked by a big orc-like man and weren't necessarily able to get a concrete answer that was believable or one that I, fully believed before we were getting apparently surprised. We kind of got sucker attacked or sucker punched while we were still in talks, and that's how we ended up unconscious, unfortunately.
He flips through and he goes, "Oh yeah, that would be Rabas. We've had several complaints about him lately.
Yeah, it's a big man.
My little friendly advice for y'all, I would say, kind of stay away from him."
No, me and him are going to have a big disagreement one day.
He won't lay eyes on me again.
Maybe not today, sir. Maybe not today.
Not in an enclosed room for sure.
Yeah, he won't see me again.
Oh, well,
Did
listen,
y'all-
I can.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I can appreciate y'all wanting to be involved in this investigation, but I have to officially ask you not to go anywhere near House Grayland again. We could probably smooth things over this time, but if you get into any kind of legal trouble again regarding this investigation, our official policy is that you are not involved with this investigation.
The Ghostbusters will no longer be anywhere near that house. I assure you.
As I did mention, though, we weren't there investigating the crime scene, as in relation to the explosion outside the house. We were actually hired by House of Inspired Hands to search out and find a piece of technology that was stolen from them. That's the only reason we were there. We were not intruding on your investigation. We just happened to arrive at the same place for two very different crimes, apparently.
He flips through his notes and he says, "Oh yeah." He says, once we saw this piece of tech, we figured where it was manufactured, and I did speak to he flips through his pages, a Valletta at House of Inspired Hands, and she did actually vouch for you, saying that you were there asking about a Nimblewright, which, looking back on it, I should have connected that dot when we had reports of a puppet being involved. But Valletta did confirm that there was a missing Nimblewright and that she gave you this detector in the hopes that you could find it for them.
Yes, as I said, I was being completely honest with you here.
Well, we appreciate it. I'm going to go check on your paperwork. Seth goes, and he says, and I'll be right back in a minute. And he kind of walks off.
But what was the answer to was anybody else detained?
Barnabas kind of is standing there, and he kind of looks at you gruffly and says, arrested nobles is probably even above my pay grade.
Well, I wasn't even asking necessarily for the nobles, but were any of those employed by the nobles arrested?
Oh, everybody was dead.
Was the Nimblewright recovered?
No, and thankful to your useful device, I feel confident in saying that he was not in the house.
It was not at the house. Can I insight check him?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fine. I mean, he's not lying. He said no. When we got there and recovered the Nimblewright detector, by the time we figured out what it was and went back to the house, it definitely did not go off.
Detective, pardon me for being a little forward here, but we were employed, like I said, by the House of Inspired Hands. Is there any chance we will, upon release, be able to get that device back to complete our job that we were hired to do?
Oh yeah, we'll make sure that this little arrest doesn't go on your official record. Like I said, this one time.
Detective, you are a
But
gentleman and welcome at our establishment anytime. Please come for the ham sandwiches.
He doesn't smile or anything. He just kind of looks at you, and he does take his notepad on free ham sandwiches at the top of the page.
You know you like the ham sandwiches. It's okay.
Everybody does. They come from all over the city.
All right. Seth shows up with the guard. He says, "All right, let him out. Let him out." And the guard unlocks the door. Seth and Barnabas escort you down the hall. You see 3 or other cells. They're mostly vacant, maybe 1 or 2 occupied. One guy just looks like he's drunk and it all. The guy is wounded, kind of like y'all are. You head up to upstairs. There in one of the secure rooms, Barnabas unlocks the door, he opens it, and you find all your gear. Gentlemen, please sign this inventory log before you accept your gear, saying that everything is present, accounted for, and I'll have you out of here in no time.
Do we need to do a perception check to make sure all our shit's there? Or is it there?
Sure, go for it.
So it's just perception.
Looks like everything's there for you.
20.
All right, y'all take a few minutes. Y'all rummaging through your stuff. You're getting dressed. You got your weapons. You got everything you had beforehand. For the most part, it all appears that your stuff is unharmed. Nothing seems to have been stolen that you can think of offhand. And a couple of signatures later, y'all are out in the streets in the, we'll call it early morning light. Even though you were semi-conscious, it has been most of an evening, and you get the impression the sun is rising yet again. But you are still low on your HP, but better than you were. Your gear is intact, and you are free men about town again.
And whereabouts do we come out? What do we squirt out at?
You take a minute to look around. You recognize this as you're actually still in the North Ward. There are actually some nicer houses and things, some nice shops. Early morning traffic is kind of starting to pick up. There's servants out running errands. Some people are tossing newspapers on the corner of the street. This little boy walks by. He's yelling something about a bloodbath at House Rayland as he's trying to sell his newspapers.
Well, I guess we're going to walk back to Troll Skull. But
Sure.
As we're walking, I think I will at least ask if anybody believes that Flotsam got out of there scot-free, and if we need to contact him as a insider to get back into this place, if we can find him.
Yeah. I wonder if he's still alive, though. I mean, he was attacking the lord of the house, and the detective said nobody was found alive.
Yeah, but he took off running,
Yeah.
and then I assume he got out of there before the guard showed up.
It's quite. I don't know where to look for him, though, if that's where he lived.
I don't either, but we can have some people start looking.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, he ought to be pretty easy to find if he was pretty messed up. Either way, just a thought.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. I think that's a good thought.
And if they don't find them, they don't find them. But
I think we need to go tell Vincent that the stones have been found too, though.
well, 100%. And he might know some people that can look about town for Floxton as well. But let's report back to Troll School first and let them know that we are still in business. And
I don't know about y'all, but I sure could use some rest, man. I'm hurting.
yeah, agreed.
Y'all make it in. Y'all make it into Troll Skull Manor. It's still morning time. Kind of getting close to that normal shop time opening. You pass by. You see Fala there. She's opening up her flower shop. You see Avi and Embrick's forge is both billow and smoke. It's an early morning. It's a fairly quiet morning. As you walk past, you see that most of the damage from the fireball, which was only 2 days ago, has already cleaned up. So there's some fresh paint in the building that was cracked. The stones have been scrubbed clean. You don't see any blood or scorch marks on the ground. It's back to normal around here. And I guess you make your way into the manor. You find Floon behind the counter, and oh my gosh, guys, where have y'all been?
Been out. Been predisposed. How are things going here?
Well, we had that special a couple days ago. It was such a hit. I actually reached out to the butchers, and we figured we'll kind of ride these dinosaur steaks train as long as we can. I've heard people around town talking about them already. We sold out of the Fireball whiskey. I put in an order with the distillers to see if we can't get some more of that. We've been making some money.
Hey, Floon, do we have any paper and ink here, real quick, for me to write a letter?
Sure. He steps around the corner and then kind of appears back shortly.
I'm going to sit down at the bar and start writing a letter.
Has anybody that you're not used to seeing around here been snooping around that you know of or have picked up on?
No. Last night, that investigator, the one with the big medallion on his neck, showed up asking where y'all were. I didn't know, so I told him I didn't know where y'all were.
Was that Vincent? Oh no, you're
the guy that was here after the blast.
Gotcha. Barnabas.
Barney.
Yeah. No, we've talked to him since.
I think he was looking for you, Joe Gerard. He mentioned you specifically, so he was looking for.
Yeah. I've talked to him since then, so that's no worries.
Y'all certainly look beat to hell. Do y'all need anything? Need me to call a healer in?
No, actually, can you go over and see if what's her name? Paula has those health potions ready yet? And if she does, just tell her we'll be by, and we'll check in with her as soon as we rest up. And if she doesn't have them ready, see if she can get them ready by first thing tomorrow.
We'll do both.
And before I go to bed, I want to go and see if I can find Rashala the page turner.
Rashala the page turner.
They have a bookshop. Member
Oh.
of the Watchful Magistrates.
Man, y'all hadn't been down there since the very first session.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Sure, you can walk down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk down there and see if they're if she's or he. I can't remember if it was a female or male. But,
I believe it was he.
I think so too. And if he is, I want to see if he can help me out with something.
Sure, yeah. You enter his shop there, Rashal. Like a library, looks like a bookstore / library. You find him kind of seated behind the counter there, sipping his coffee. Early morning stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, John Gerard.
Yeah. It's been a minute since I've been in here and had a long day, night, whatever it was. Maybe a little bit of both. I got a question. I need a very specific item.
Mm-hmm.
I need either a scroll or something for locate an object.
Oh yeah, okay. Hold on. Let me see what I can do. Let me flip through my my list here. And you do remember that he does actually sell scrolls, especially to fellow members of the Watchful Order of Mages and Protectors. You said locate object. That's not too high a level spell.
I mean, we're looking for something very specific, and it's going to save us a world of time and energy if we can just kind of, hone in on it.
Okay, yeah. Let me see here. It is. I'm trying to remember what he has available. Let me look it up. Let's see if it's comparable. Yeah, second level. Nice. Nice. Oh yeah, I can make that happen.
All right.
When do you need it? Need it right now?
What's the damage on that?
Oh, for a fellow magister or order member, we'll say the first one's on the house. You look like you could use it.
I mean, I'm not really. I appreciate it, honestly. Again, I wasn't looking for any favors, but I'll take it. Honestly, I don't think you realize the impact this may or may not have, and if we do end up finding what we're looking for, I think you might have something coming your way.
Well, consider this a thank you for all the traffic I have gotten from the books that we stocked the manor with. I have actually shifted a lot of product thanks to those books.
Good deal. Well, I mean, any overflow you have or new items is always welcome. They seem to be very moving pretty good.
So you be safe out there, and don't forget to come visit.
I'll be back. Don't worry. And next time I'm going to bring you some special items. Personally.
As long as they're, you got my vote.
Gotcha. Well, I'll see what I can find. Books. All right. Well, hey, listen, I'm going to get some sleep. I appreciate it very much.
Good luck with that.
All right. Inventory. Scroll.
Hey, I gotta get off. I told Lindsay 12:15 is my hard.
Yeah, I'm not
Cut
far
off.
behind you, honestly. I got an early morning, but
I think we can certainly stop here, and if y'all have any other odds and ends to do, if you want, we'll pick up the next morning. We'll just call this a rest day and let y'all have a full health to start your next day.
Yeah.
And you do only regain half of the hit dice that you spent. So
Yeah, I
if
didn't
you
spend
spent
all mine.
all three of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can regain up to half of the ones you spent.
So I need to redo mine.
All right.
So
I have two
What does
D6s
that
of
mean?
1d8. So I don't know how to.
So you started with 3. You burnt all 3 of them. Tomorrow you'll have 1 available.
So how does that work for a multi-class? I get 2 D6s and a D8. Do I get to choose which one I get?
Right. It depends on which one you spent, I guess.
I spent all 3 of them.
Oh. Well, we'll say you get the bigger one back first then.
I only rolled 2. I only rolled 3 D6s because I didn't realize until I reread it that somehow I need to figure that out in my hit dice macro. But either way, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll take the D8.
Well, you took a licking and you kept on ticking, boys. Hey, level 3's not very high, guys. Yeah. Who, to be fair, gave you a chance to leave?
no, there was no chance to leave. There was not a serious chance to leave. Hey, real quick, I'm gonna roll up the paper that Floon gave me. Gonna tie a string around it tight and say, Floon, can you get this delivered to Tower Blackstaff?
Absolutely. Can I read it?
No, you can't.
Who's it for?
To Vajra. She will know. She will remember me.
Okay. All right, sir. I will get that done right now. And you see him.
Hey, Brandon, I have a list of like some common items I was going to go pick up from the store,
Nice.
quote unquote.
Yeah.
Can I send those to you?
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
okay, and tell me price.
Yeah. It's just like I'm not gonna unless you want to haggle. It's just the standard price. I don't care. Just anything that's in the player's handbook. If you want to buy it, you got the money.
Like
For common stuff, just
one night at Caesar's Palace, I'd like
Right.
the taxes again. Ever.
ever. I like a white horse. White horse. And that's a white house. He wants to stay in the White House for the summer.
Summer.
For the summer. All right, guys, I'm getting off.
Love
All right,
it.
I will
All right,
Later,
man.
man. Dude, that guard really jacked y'all's world, man.
Yes.
Like,
One
again,
more
if we-
round. That's what
if
you
we hadn't had
needed.
the surprise round. If we hadn't had the surprise round, I wonder how different it would have gone.
It would have gone.
Well,
I was gonna say if I just had,
Well, y'all had him-
one chance.
y'all had him all agitated, trying to outflank him and stuff.
Because I mean, I
That
was
was
just
fun one.
sanctuary wisdom save to hit me.
I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love the awkwardness when y'all are presented with authority and what y'all do. I love it.
Sorry, I was fully prepared to go on trial and roll my performance checks
hey.
and deception checks and everything.
Yeah, no, I mean that's the thing.
Hey,
I
we
mean
did
that,
pretty good.
y'all got off.
We did pretty good on the line
Y'all,
part.
y'all lied to Inspector G like a champ. Thankfully, Barnabas and Seth are able to vouch for you because they were doing their own parallel investigation, which happened to line up with y'all's. And they were
Listen,
actually
we
going
weren't
to investigate
we
the
were just
manor
trying to find the
anyway.
number right.
Yeah.
You tried to throw
Look,
a witness at us. Part.
as far as you know, that's all they know. Yeah, y'all did leave a civilian tied up in a murder house. I mean, come on.
Yeah, listen, that was easy to deal with. Just one witness. That's nothing. He can't prove anything. It's his word against four of us.
How many people around town look like us? Not everybody. There's a million people here.
That's true. New York City. I still haven't received my badge yet.
Oh, I've got I asked for it I have 4 different parentheses in that whole letter about my badge.
Oh, that's hilarious. Love it. Well, you survived. You made it out of the house. You have you still have your nimble right detector. They gave it back to you. You met Floxen.
And she did tell us she did say she has the stone, right?
Yeah, she said it.
She told you that. Nobody inside checked her.
She killed the dude that had it with her nimble right and fireball deals. Now says she has it. Well, I did insight check her. I got a nat 20.
Yeah, that's why she told him.
Oh, I guess that's true. I wouldn't think of it in relation to that actual statement, but yeah.
Yeah, man, she has it. She ain't lying about that.
Yeah. I mean, why else would she fireball the carriage with the nimble right that she stole if she wasn't going to take possession of it? All
I
right.
don't know. So many questions. Y'all made a little progress, though. Y'all are getting there.
We're level 4.
Yeah. You know what? As soon as you figure out what happened to this nimble right, we'll call that level 4. Y'all are close. Y'all are. I mean, heck, you already found the thing once, and it took you an hour.
Now, sir, do we go back to Ace and fly around again?
I mean, you have friends.
All right, I do gotta go to bed though. I got an early morning.
All right. Well, y'all come up with a plan. We'll see what y'all hatch next time.
Oh, I'm just going straight back to their house and knocking on the door, going, "Hey, where's the nimble right?"
Well, if you have the nimble right detector, you don't have to do that.
I mean, in fairness, I told the detective that we would not investigate the crime or interfere with their investigation, I'm still conducting my investigation of the nimble right.
We're not here about the crime at all.
And told him as much. I asked if we were going to get the thing back so we could complete the assignment we were hired for.
That's true, but you're in his notebook now.
We've been in his notebook.
That's what they're looking at. That's what they're looking at.
Hey, look, information is a two-way street. I mean, you gave him information, he followed up on it, and it happened to pan out. So now he's aware that the Nibblewright is involved in the fireball explosion.
All right, I'm out.
Yeah, you're
guys.
right though. You're right though, Jimmy. It's hard not to metagame. As the
That's what I was saying. I was
detectives.
like, all right, look, if we can't metagame, you can't metagame either, because you'll know when I'm lying. But if they weren't there, I go, I have enough reasonable doubt.
Well, that's why. Hey, you know, now we get to trial. This is interesting. But, this was just
We get to trial,
this was just a hey who. This was just a hey who are you basically, and you happen
Hey,
to have
if
some
we,
people who will vouch for you.
If we get to trial, the only thing I'll ask for is I go, if I get to act as my own attorney here, that I get to roll some performance checks, not just deception checks, because I will be putting on a performance, my friend. I will full on just walk in there, fake attorney with the briefcase ready to go. You can't handle the truth.
Well, y'all should go running some cops in and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, to be honest, I didn't answer your question about who else got arrested because I hadn't thought that through yet. This
right.
was only one option of many for what could have happened in the house.
And what were the other options?
Just run away.
Well,
I mean,
if
obviously
you
we
had,
can't go
if you
back and
had,
replay it, so.
no, but if you had allied yourself with Floxen, that would have opened a lot of doors. Instead, you pursued the Greylands, and he bolted. He wasn't interested in being their prisoner again.
I know. I tried to stop him.
You tried.
I literally,
I said
I
he got
positioned
away.
myself. Everywhere he went, I was trying to keep myself between him and an exit for that reason.
He beat you. He beat you by 1 point on that roll.
I also thought about just stabbing him in the back and killing him and being like, "Hey, look, we took out your enemy." To the Greyhounds.
Not all inroads with the Greylands ended in confrontation. That would have been an excellent way to curry some favor. Absolutely.
I thought about it. I thought about just straight stabbing him in the back and then being like, because I'd be like, look, now we helped out the Zentarum and we can help them out since he was just wailing on the Lord dude. I really did. But I was trying not to be a murder hobo. So
Well, look, murder hobos. I mean, there's murder nobles too. I mean, you know, like you might have just made a friend if you had done that.
yeah.
A friend that Cram's character would have very much allied with, I would assume.
Yeah. Cram would
Hey,
have killed
there's
him.
different paths. There's different paths. Y'all are on y'all are still in that legal gray zone, moral gray zone path. Y'all are threading the needle still. Y'all hadn't gone full Sith, full Jedi yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, the worst I'm doing is just like stealing things off people like a pickpocket.
Mm-hmm.
I've handcuffed everybody and tried to tie everybody up. I haven't tried to kill anybody yet.
I know, yeah, we've tried to arrest people.
I do appreciate the manacle use. Hey, and it worked on the Lord Greyland. Y'all got him.
Yeah, then he just ran away.
He got away. You knocked him down. You didn't say you grappled him. If you grappled him, he would have been there. But,
Well, didn't he shove him though? So I do want to go back to that because I go, didn't he shove him?
Yeah.
He rolled a nat
knocked him
20.
down, but to shove him, and
Yeah,
so he
so
knocked
how'd he
him
get
prone,
away?
and then he got up and ran away.
He used half his speed to get up and half his speed to run down towards her.
Yeah. He wasn't restrained. He just got knocked over.
Yeah, but is he not prone until his next turn?
I don't know. He was just trying to get out of there. He was already he was basically a non-combatant at that point. You'd met the real boss.
Yeah, but I wanted some collateral.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like the way it went, though. I like that y'all
I
got your ass kicked and then lived. So that worked.
I think we should pick up a second set of manacles.
Oh no, I've got my notes here. I'm going to the market.
Yeah, we're going for hands and feet from now on.
I'm going to the market. Half my body weight's gonna be manacles.
You just hand them out. Ching, ching, ching.
I can't pass the stealth roll anyway. I might as well be jangling like
You just throw him at Sal with his +4 or 5 strength already and tell him to put him on.
I'm gonna have a special leather belt built where they all slide in there like handcuffs.
Love it.
All right, I'm out.
All right, man. I'm
Later,
going.
guys.
All right, later on.